We're live with Stupid Sports. What's
Wait,
good?
hold on, I wasn't ready.
You just told me you're ready.
No, I didn't. Nuh-uh.
Hush.
Hush? How dare you tell me to
Hush.
hush?
Alright, give me just a minute.
Fine.
Wait, actually, will it let me do this? I'm curious if OBS will let me do this.
I like the fact I can see it now.
Oh, come on. I forgot I have two-factor authentication on.
Dummy.
Hey, it's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. For the Stupid Sports crowd, for those who don't know, I have a second monitor now, so if you see me looking in this direction randomly, that is why. Just so everyone's aware.
Yo, it worked! It worked! OBS let me log in on my account even though I'm streaming from the Stupid Sports account.
That is the most complicated thing in the world. Let me go ahead and just...
We love it. So now I can interact with chat without having to have my phone open.
Yay! I'm still gonna have my phone open. I don't care.
All right, but boys, we ready to talk about the draft?
No.
I'm not either. To be honest, I don't know 90% of the players that the Bills drafted. I don't know much about them.
All right, anyway, let's get started.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're going to do this like we did last year. We're going to talk about our opinions of the first round, excluding the teams that are, or the players that our teams drafted, because then we are going to talk about...
all two picks.
Yeah, all two picks. Yeah. Then we are going to talk about our individual teams' drafts after. So we're going to skip over the first overall pick, because we'll get to that later with Poncho.
Yep.
David Bailey, second overall to the Jets.
I'm cool with that, honestly.
I'm not all surprised. I thought he was going to go second overall, so I was not all surprised.
Mhm.
I thought
Hi,
that it was
Mimi.
going to be Arvell Reese.
Hi, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
I thought it was also going to be Arvell Reese.
But I am completely fine with David Bailey. As a lot of analysts have said, they get the better pure pass rusher, whereas Arvell Reese is more of a hybrid defender. And
Okay, I'm gonna plug my phone in.
we'll talk about it a bit when we get to Arvell Reese, but apparently he's going to be being used as more as an off-ball linebacker.
We assume. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
But before we get to that, third overall, Jeremiah Love, running back from Notre Dame, going to the Arizona Cardinals and immediately becoming the fifth highest paid running back in the NFL.
The Cardinals really said, hey, we really like this Jeremiah guy. It would be a shame if we traded down, and then forgot about the trade down part and actually took Jeremiah Love.
The Cardinals really said to the Falcons, hey, we want Tyler Algier. Actually, no, he's going to back up Jeremiah Love for us.
Poor Tyler Algier, man.
Like,
Poor
Tyler
guy.
Algier, we all thought he was finally going to get a chance to be the feature back, and no.
No. Welcome to the committee, bucko.
Yep. You don't, like, I was looking at the breakdown for it, and genuinely, Jeremiah Love is now a top 5 highest paid running back in the league.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's the value that comes with the third overall pick.
For a running back and for the Cardinals are just bad. They're just bad. They didn't need him.
They didn't.
Can I make a statement?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to formally apologize to Senor Nevitz for calling him, and I quote, crazy for quote unquote thinking the Cardinals were going to take a running back when they just paid 2 running backs. That's my bad.
I thought I
Apparently
was
we're
crazy
smart.
for thinking that.
Apparently, we're smarter than an NFL front office. Granted, that doesn't take much when, the Cowboys traded Micah Parsons to get a first-round pick that could be a Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It could even be Micah Parsons.
It could be Malachi Lawrence, but we'll get to that later.
We're not getting there. We're not getting there yet.
All right. Fourth overall, Carnell Tate to the Titans. This one was like the first kind of surprise for me.
I
I
was
was
very
talking.
surprised.
I was talking to Maniac. It felt like this draft class, it felt like a lot of it was at that pick, it was like they wanted their guy later, but no one wanted to really trade down. So
Mhm.
they're like, we'll just stick and pick. We'll just stick and pick and get our guy.
I'm really surprised if that is the case. Hey, Adam. Uh, if that is the case, I am really surprised that nobody tried to jump the Giants to get Arvel Reese. Because I don't think it was any secret that the Giants wanted Arvel Reese.
Yeah, but the thing is that who was going to trade into that position and give the Titans what they needed. Plus, I think they still really like Carnell Tate.
Oh, absolutely. Carnell Tate is an incredible wide receiver. Like, I'm not going to downplay that at all.
Yeah. And I think
But
maybe like because of the talkings around, I think maybe Browns, Commies, or even Saints, like we'll talk about them more later, but I think those guys probably could have also gotten Tate. So they were just like, we'll play it safe. We'll just get our guy.
yeah, yeah, I see that.
I think based on looking at just obviously the first round, like obviously remember where teams were originally. I think the big thing that Titans were worried about is trading back. That probably one of the only teams that was really interested in trading up for Arvel Reese from their own spot was probably the Saints,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Hmm.
probably like the Chiefs with the number 9 pick.
Yeah, probably.
And then they would probably know like, and if the Saints try to trade up, they'd probably be like, oh, we don't want to risk them even trying to go up for Carnell Tate or something.
Yeah,
I would actually argue because of their trade up that they preferred the guy that they got at 6. But again,
yeah,
we'll get to
we'll
that in a
get to that.
second.
I was
Exactly.
too. I was too, Adam. I was shocked Tate was taken that high. I thought Tate was going to be the 4th Ohio State player off the board, and he ended up being the 1st.
But like, again, like all this could just be the Titans getting phone calls from people, but the teams were refusing to admit who they were going to trade up for. They maybe doing the
Mm-hmm.
whole cocky thing to being like, well, we got a couple guys we like, but there's one we really want to try to take here, and Titans were like, we can't risk this.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I
want
think
our
that's
guy.
really what happened there.
We want our guy, and there's just no one in that wide receiver room. Now that they have Tate, it's helpful, but they need a guy to pair up with Ward.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Carnell Tate and Cam Ward, if they both develop well, will be the next deadly quarterback wide receiver duo.
But that's
Uh,
for the future to decide, Nev. It's
it
next
is for the
pick.
future to decide. Uh, next pick, and this I think is probably the best pick of the first round. Arvel Reese to the Giants at 5. And
Honestly, he should just be off ball. He should be off ball
the
linebacker now.
reason I'm saying that I think this is the best pick in the draft is because, in my opinion, Arvel Reese is the second best player in this draft, only behind Jeremiah Love. And you're getting him at 5.
Yeah.
You're
When
getting an arguable top 2 talent player in the draft at pick 5. That's incredible value.
Mm. And to fall down to 5 is honestly like, because it was supposed to be Sony Styles. Like I'm still convinced it was supposed to be Sony, but if you already have that talent there
Yeah,
where he can do either or, plus he still has that off ball ability, just take that.
yeah, yeah. No, Arvel Reese, incredible pick. Darn.
I don't know. I think there's a certain draft pick that was made by a team in the teens that's pretty good.
We'll get to that.
Totally not biased.
We'll get to that
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
What do you think about Arvel Reese, though, Maniac?
Jamie, I'm not mad at the Giants for obviously taking the pick, but like, do I think they had other needs they probably should have prioritized? Absolutely.
See,
But at the same time, it's a player that definitely helps that front seven a
oh,
lot more than most
100%.
other positions.
100%. And you have Brian Burns, who's had a couple of injuries over the last couple years. You've got Kayvon Thibodeau, who's also had a couple injuries,
Has not developed.
has not
Just hasn't
developed.
developed.
And then you have Abdul Carter. And I think that the plan for the Giants here, like they're playing Arvel Reese off ball most likely this year. And that is the rumor that's going around. But even if you're playing him at off ball now, when you eventually lose Brian Burns or Kayvon Thibodeau, you then have your young duo to build up together in Abdul Carter and Arvel Reese. And that will be a deadly duo because they are both incredibly talented players. But anyway, number 6, the Kansas City Chiefs traded up from 9. When was the last time we said the Chiefs in the top 10? Was it Patrick Mahomes?
Well,
Probably.
wasn't he at 10?
Yeah. I think that
But they
was the
traded up.
last time the Chiefs picked in the top 10, and they traded up for him.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the Chiefs trade up with the Cleveland Browns from pick 9 to pick 6 and select Mansour Delane. I was talking to, ironically, the pastor of my church, who is a diehard Chiefs fan, and he was talking about how much he absolutely loves this pick for the Chiefs.
Immediate McDuffie replacement.
Yep,
Immediately.
immediate.
All right, I'm gonna be real about this pick, and genuinely, I don't hate the pick. I do not hate this pick. However, I genuinely believe he would have been available at 9.
I do too.
But at the same time, looking at it, it didn't cost you a lot to trade up and get him, and because you only went up, what is that? 3 picks? Yeah, 3 picks.
Yeah, three spots.
You didn't trade up much to get. You didn't give up much to get him, and you're getting who's going to be your cornerback 1 going into next season.
Yeah.
Like, would he have probably been available at 9? Yeah, because I don't see either one of the Commanders or the Saints taking a cornerback in that spot.
I don't
then
either.
Browns, I think, still take Fano.
I think it was the same thing that we are talking about earlier, that someone was maybe trying to look to trade up, so they just wanted to secure their guy, which we'll talk about again later, like in this draft, because there's been a lot of situations where they just move up like 1 or 2 spots and they just made sure that they got the guy that they wanted.
Yeah.
The other thing that I will say too is Mansour, in terms of cornerbacks in this class, Mansour Delane is in a class of his own. He is by far the best cornerback prospect in this draft. And so if they don't get him, if somebody does jump ahead of the Chiefs to get Delane, then the Chiefs are left up a river without a paddle. And they have to scramble and try to figure out somewhere else to build.
Because I thought they were going to try to go edge here, or they're going to try to trade for edge, or just get Bane over everyone else.
I could have seen Bane, but also, like, I don't know. I think Delane is just a great pick for them.
Yeah, and the thing is with them too is that, like, it doesn't matter who they get at corner. I think the Chiefs are always like the best at developing their guys.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that for so many of them that they've had.
Yeah, I agree. Now the question is, will they actually extend him past a rookie contract?
Hell no, they're gonna trade him. They're gonna trade him when the time comes around.
They're either going to trade him the final year of his deal, or they're going to extend him, immediately regret it after year 1, and then trade him.
Yep.
Trade him, still end up getting a first or a second round pick.
The Chiefs way. Plus, they'll probably win another Super Bowl in there too.
Probably.
Genuinely.
I mean, honestly, the Chiefs do genuinely scare me this year because, hey, they've still got Patrick Mahomes, who is still a really good quarterback. Granted, he is coming off of a major injury, but also they got Eric Bieniemy back.
Uh-huh.
That's the biggest thing that scares me about the Chiefs this year, to be honest.
Some of his best years with Eric Bieniemy.
Yep.
Don't worry. If Man and Noodle Arm Knicks will take care of it.
Yeah.
All right.
As well as can't hit deep ball May.
Damn right.
All right. Pick 7. The Washington Commanders take Sonny Styles, linebacker out of Ohio State.
They need a linebacker.
as of April 26th of 2026, Bobby Wagner is still not on the Commanders roster, so they needed it more than anything.
Bobby Wagner's
Mhm.
probably retiring, let's be honest.
He is not,
He
as
should.
of right now, I think he's probably waiting until after training camp and then going to go sign with a contender to try to get another ring.
I see that as a possibility. Yeah.
I could
Mhm.
see him going, honestly, I could see him going back to like the Rams.
Bobby, you want to come to Buffalo?
I could see it.
I'd love it. I love Bobby. Bobby's a great linebacker.
I
I'm trying to think
they
who
would-
has like who's gonna have a young core though. That's why, because I think they're gonna also want
Buffalo.
him as more of a mentor.
Buffalo.
You do have a lot of young. You do
Because
you
we
do
have
get
Terrell
young, yeah.
Bernard and Dorian Williams as our linebackers right now.
So
and they don't
yeah,
have Matt Milano anymore.
Yeah, we lost Matt Milano. We don't have the
And he is
mentor for
familiar-
them anymore.
and he is familiar with the 3-4, I believe. So that was-
Yeah, because I think the Seahawks ran a 3-4.
Seahawks did. I think the Rams did for a second.
Yes, because
Not a
Aaron
traditional.
Donald was listed at defensive end for a while.
Right? Yeah. That I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, they do run a 3-4.
Yeah.
I think Commanders did too. No? Or am I tripping?
I'm not sure about the Commanders. But
Either
anyway,
way.
great pick. Sonny Styles is an incredible linebacker. I'm trying not to let my Ohio State bias out, but Sonny Styles is incredible.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. And he's going to a good system with Dan Quinn.
Yeah, for sure. Maniac, do you want to talk about this next one a little bit? We got pick number 8, Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, going to the Saints.
I'm gonna be so real. I have nothing against Jordan Tyson. However, am I a little concerned about the team that got him? Yes.
Mhm.
Because the Saints have not exactly been
Good.
not good. That's not the word. Great at keeping their wide receivers healthy.
Yeah, that's valid.
And, that obviously goes back to, the Michael Thomas days and now Chris Olave. And, especially with you're bringing in another wide receiver that already has medical concerns. It's a concern.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
sad
Jordan Tyson as a prospect. I do.
Yeah, it's
If he
sad.
can stay
It's
healthy,
sad.
he'll be great.
It's sad because I think it's one of those things where a lot of people want to root for him, but it's going to be hard to do in New Orleans because of the
Absolutely gonna
injuries.
be hard to do.
Yeah, I agree. I do think it is a really good pick for them. I mean, I had Carnell Tate go into the Saints for a while. Obviously, he's off the board here.
Yeah.
But you do get another young wide receiver to help Tyler Shuck develop a little bit, hopefully, as long as he can stay healthy. And you get a good pair with Chris Olave.
As long as he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Mhm. Most hypotheticals for the wide receiver
This-
core.
And first of all, I understand how this sounds. This could people might be like, oh, it's just your Saints bias, No, it's genuinely the fact that Saints have had issues with this.
They've had
But a
issues
lot
with
of
it since
teams
Michael
really have.
Thomas was still on the team.
I
Yeah.
don't talk. The Bucks can't figure out hamstring injuries. That's a lot of the
Mike
reason
Evans.
why
Mike Evans, cough, cough.
and that's a lot of the reason we overhauled our strength and conditioning staff this offseason.
Yeah.
It's obviously been an issue for us for a while. It's been an issue for the Saints. It's been an issue, honestly, for the entire division. The Saints, Falcons, Panthers, all of us have had issues with wide receiver injuries.
Maybe
I
it
think
might be
the only wide
it might be the fields. You might need to check out your
Might be.
fields.
It might
Yeah.
be, genuinely. I think genuinely the only wide receiver in the NFC South that stayed mostly healthy last season was genuinely Tez Johnson. Which is saying a lot.
That is saying a
Well,
lot.
Well, you see, it's because he also barely played. But when he did, he was amazing.
When he played, he was electric.
Yeah.
He did bring a lot of juice.
All right. Pick number 9. And we're the Cleveland Browns.
I know
selecting
you are.
Spencer Fano, offensive tackle.
Yeah, this is the only pick they could have made.
Oh yeah,
I thought they were gonna go Moaga.
I think there was an argument for Maui Noa here.
Yeah.
However, if I'm not mistaken, Fano is a right tackle. Maui Noa is a left tackle.
I believe so. We
And the
looked that up on
Browns,
Draft
I
Night.
think that the Browns probably wanted to prioritize the right side of the line. That's the best I got.
Because they signed somebody to play right guard this offseason. I can't remember who it was.
I don't know. I don't remember either.
They overpaid for somebody. I know that, but when you're the Browns, you kind of have to overpay.
Fano plays left.
Oh, I had that mixed up then. I could have
Then
sworn
maybe-
Fano
Maybe.
played. I could have sworn Fano played right and Lamu played left.
Let
At
me
Utah.
check. Maui Noa played right.
Oh, okay.
I do remember that because I sent Maniac a highlight because you guys got on my case about Maui Noa. And he
It's
landed at
because,
tight end.
It's because the Browns signed Tyce Howard.
Oh, right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And the player I was thinking of, by the way, was Zion Johnson.
The one thing.
Right.
The one thing that is interesting to me here is that on this graphic, Fano is listed just as offensive lineman, not as offensive tackle. Like you see, Maui Noa is listed as offensive tackle, so they may be planning to move him inside somewhere.
I think it's because that's how they announced him at the draft itself.
Yeah, which means that they probably are not sure where they're going to play him yet.
Yeah.
And it's because of his size, that's why. Because he's 6'5", 310, a little over 310, and typically your tackles, you want them to be at least above that 6'5" mark.
Yeah.
Typically, obviously.
So he's a little bit smaller for a tackle, so they might move him inside.
Yeah, but hey, listen, the Browns need any like O-line that they can get and get in one of the better guys. Just do it.
And I mean,
just do it.
we saw this same thing happen with the Titans a couple years ago. They drafted Peter Skoronski. And didn't they move him inside to guard?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah,
And
he was supposed to be left tackle, but then they moved him to left guard.
From what I've seen, I feel like he's been playing decently well at guard.
He's well at guard.
Yeah,
like I think he's not. He has to worry about.
He's no Quentin Nelson, but he's good.
Well, first of all,
I think it was also a side thing.
Nelson, we wouldn't be complaining.
It's also a size thing too because he is also 6'4".
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Maui Noa, at pick 10, the Giants take Francis Maui Noa to play offensive tackle.
So
would you guys like me to tell you guys about their right tackle spots?
Oh, it's terrible. I know.
Evan Neal or Jermaine Illuminor.
Hey, I know that one.
Poison. Raiders legend Jermaine Illuminor. I love him, but he can't play tackle. He can play right guard.
So this draft for the Giants is not just going to be Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal all over again, right?
Hopefully not.
I hope not. I want Arvell Reese to do well so bad.
All right.
I don't care as much about Maui Noa, but if he does well, he does well.
My thoughts on this, genuinely, obviously, like, this is basically they trade Dexter Lawrence for the rights to draft Francis. You need an O-line.
Yeah.
The Giants were so bad at keeping a quarterback upright last year.
Yeah. And the sad thing is, though, knowing how Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo play, they'll probably both end up with 2 concussions next year anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's still going to happen, yeah.
But the Giants are doing what they can.
Just because of how they play. They always play aggressive, which isn't always a bad thing.
No, but I feel bad because they're so young, and that's going to add up. That's the problem with that.
It is. Another potential best pick of the first round we have here. Wait, what? Jerry Jones made a good decision? What?
Trading up.
Trading up one spot from 12 to 11 and drafting who, in my opinion, is the 3rd best player in this draft in Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State. We talked about this during our mock draft a little bit, but I do genuinely believe that Caleb Downs will be a Kyle Hamilton type player wherever he
Yeah.
went,
Yeah.
of just playing all over the field.
And they need that desperately because of their defense.
Yeah. Maniac?
Maniake.
Genuinely, Cowboys needed to fix the defense. It's as
Yeah.
simple as that.
It
If
is.
you watched the Cowboys last season, you would know the offense was not the issue.
No.
It was all
Dak played
defense.
well, CD was well, George Pickens played well.
I
It was the fact
feel
the
like
defense couldn't stop the Noblies.
Dak had a near MVP caliber season, honestly.
Honestly, it was Joe Burrow the year they went 9-8. Genuinely,
Yeah.
Hmm.
where if it was for they got a few more wins, like Dak genuinely would have probably been in the conversation for MVP.
Yeah.
But obviously, like trading up here with like obviously the Dolphins, like you're trading up to one spot. I think it's because a lot of these teams towards the end of the first round, like the Bears, probably like the Vikings. I can see the Texans calling like a bunch of these teams later in the draft were trying to call the trade up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
Because of the telling who
Cowboys,
he is. Yeah.
hear about it through the the grapevine that they're looking to trade up, and people are like, it's got, and then Jerry's like, it's got to be for Caleb Downs. Like we got to figure this out. And Miami's like hesitant because they don't want to trade that far back because they really like obviously they got Caden Proctor. They're like, we don't want to risk not being able to get him. Especially with like the Ravens stuff like that coming up, and like we saw later on the run of offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins might not have been able to get a pick until like the early 20s. So they're like, well, we really don't want to trade that far back. And so they're like, oh, let's take the steal with Dallas. We don't trade very far back. We still get the player we want.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that was a win-win for both sides there. As much as I hate that because I don't like the Cowboys or the Dolphins.
Now you can't root for your guy no more, Nevitz.
I mean, I'll still root for him. I want him to do well.
Then me and Maniac are gonna judge you.
I'm gonna root for him to be traded from the Cowboys and do well somewhere else. Like the
There
Bills.
we go.
Like the Bills. The Bills need a safety. We need safety help.
I don't know for the 3-4, but again, well, that's another topic for
We
another
have
day.
we have Cole Bishop and Cam Lewis as our safeties right now.
Hey, whoa. DeMar Hamlin's still there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, why did I think he was a free agent?
Well, he was, but you guys resigned him.
Oh wait, I think I got DeMar Hamlin and Cam Lewis mixed up. They were both free agents and we resigned to DeMar. We didn't re-sign Cam.
You got depth guys though later, right?
No. Not really.
Not even UDFAs?
I don't know. I haven't looked at UDFAs yet.
Okay.
Uh,
See, Maniac, he's such a casual compared to us.
I'm sorry I've been busy all day.
I talked to you on the phone for like an hour earlier. What the frick you mean?
Yeah, and you were distracting me when I could have been looking at UDFAs.
We were literally talking about your server.
Anyway.
And then we were talking about the fact you needed to mow the lawn. Did you mow the lawn?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
All right, next pick.
All right.
Next pick.
Anyway, with that pick 12, they traded down with the Cowboys. The Miami Dolphins select the large man himself, Caden Proctor, out of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
They're gonna move him to wide receiver, so that Malik Willis is something to throw to.
Honestly,
Damn right.
he's probably the best wide receiver on that team right now.
The fact that he's that big and moves like that, though, is crazy. I think that's the big thing, and that's the big selling point.
Nevis, let's be honest. Me and Poncho could walk onto the Miami Dolphins field and be better than most of the wide receivers they got right now.
Yeah, probably.
Damn right. Hey, let's go try out right now.
I mean, who's their wide receiver one? Is it like Malik Washington?
I actually think it's Malik Washington.
Wait, who did you say, Maniac?
2-2 or something? Who
2-2.
from the Rams?
Oh, did they get 2-2?
2-2. Yeah.
I mean, Tutu Atwell might be their wide receiver one, honestly. That's...
no, it's not, actually.
It's Malik Washington, according to ESPN depth chart.
He's
that could change by the season, though.
Potentially Chris Bell, the rookie that they brought in.
Yeah.
Maybe Tutu, and then Jalen Tolbert. So yeah.
All right.
Also, for those wondering why I'm still looking in this direction, because I have the hockey game on my TV.
All right. Are you guys ready
Priorities.
for the big shock of the draft?
Yep.
At pick
Mhm.
13, the Rams shock everybody and take Ty Simpson, who we all thought somebody was going to be trading up at the end of the first to pick.
Right.
But no, here he goes at 13.
And for the record, just so everything is out there, flat out, the Rams have already come out and said they talked to Stafford and they informed him that they were making this pick for the future, and is whenever Stafford decides he was done.
And apparently Stafford
Sean
has
McVay
come
told me.
out and said that he is planning to retire after this season.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But yeah, the one thing for me is, so they told Stafford about this pick. Did they tell Sean McVay?
No, apparently not, because of the way he talked to him. And the way he talked to him too, like that's like the worst like conversation I
Sean
think I've ever
McVay
heard.
did not look happy when this pick was announced.
And the way he said it, he like Ty Simpson, like obviously being the kid like he is, like he's a young guy coming into the league, first rounder. He's like, "Oh, I'm so excited to like start winning, coach," and all that. And McVay's like, "Yeah, no. Hopefully you can start competing with our QB2 for that spot."
Hold on for a second. I'm just gonna. Don't mind my arm.
Yeah, so wait, so is he going to be
I'm probably not
competing with
supposed to on my
Stetson
TV.
Bennett then for the QB2
Yes,
spot?
yes. McVay basically said he's competing for QB2.
Okay. I mean, I think Ty Simpson will get it over Bennett. I think he is a better quarterback than Bennett.
I think he will be good early. The problem with Ty Simpson though is that whenever he gets figured out, it takes him a long time to adjust. That's the
Yeah.
problem with him. Because later in the year, like he started getting like clamped up and all that, so it was a lot harder for him to
A little
make
bit
an
of
impact.
Daniel Jones style, maybe?
Oh
'Cause
no, not at all.
that's kind of what we saw from Daniel Jones this year, honestly. Like before he
Well,
got
so
hurt, I mean, before he got hurt.
okay. I thought you were talking about like Daniel Jones as a prospect, but no, like yeah, I agree.
Daniel Jones
I
from
agree.
this year. Because like he was
Daniel
really
Jones from
good
this
at the
year, yeah.
start of the year, and then teams started to figure him out and they shut him down and forced the
The
offense
difference
to run through Jonathan Taylor.
the difference was is that they figured out for Ty Simpson, they figured out what coverages to run against Ty. This for Daniel Jones is because they started just stacking the box
Yeah.
because they had a running back, running back tandem.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. All right, next pick. My favorite name in the whole draft, honestly. Oliva Vega Ione going to the Baltimore Ravens at pick 14. This was the pick we had mocked to them.
The second pick that I got right. Thank you guys for understanding where I was going with
Oh,
it. Honestly.
absolutely. Like I completely understand it for
Because
them as
everyone else
well.
was because we were talking like trying to hint at the idea like, oh, maybe they go receiver or maybe they go like this, and I'm like, but Vega keeps Lamar Jackson alive.
Yeah. And I mean, to be completely honest, I very well could have seen Makai Lemon going here.
Uh-huh.
I could see a world where that happens, but Vega just makes more sense.
Keep him alive. That's like the big
Mhm.
thing. And they got like two really good wide receiver prospects later on, but this is not their video, This is
Also,
not their stream.
also at the same time, the Ravens like Zay Flowers.
Yeah. And even the guys that they added to that wide receiver core, like Surratt, I think there was another guy that I wanted that they took. Jacoby Lane. So they also in place of Zay Flowers still being the speedster, beat you with a speed kind of guy, Surratt and Jacoby Lane, those guys, they're physical. They're freaks of nature.
Yeah.
So there's like a toss up kind of thing.
All right, and we're going to skip over pick 15 for now because we'll get to that later. At pick 16, The New York Jets, with the pick that they obtained from the Colts in the Sauce Gardner trade, select tight end Kenyon Sadiq. I don't like this pick for the Jets, to be honest. I
I'm
don't.
fine with it if Mason Taylor didn't show promise.
Mason Taylor showed a lot of promise. Kenyon Sadiq, in my eyes, is a glorified slot receiver, big man slot receiver.
Kyle Pitts, question mark.
Kyle Pitts style, but I don't think he's even as good as Kyle Pitts, to be honest.
No, I agree. I agree.
I don't like the pick.
People are guessing it up a lot, but I'm like, for me, the way I see it though is that like I'm fine with it because they've lacked a tight end for a long time now. They don't have like true stability.
Yeah.
Obviously, you
I
can
don't. I
argue like,
still
oh well,
don't
what
think
about
they
Mason
do. To
Taylor?
be honest, I still don't think they do
Well,
have
that's
stability.
well, that's why they're taking another shot here at Sadiq, see what he can be.
Mhm.
That's the way I see it. Is that if he can be that guy, then they have the tight end spot solidified for at least 5 years, maybe
Yeah.
in theory.
I personally think a lot of what this is a lot of teams are trying to run more of the 2 tight end personnel.
Yeah. That is
Mhm.
true. That is true. The Bills have done
And so
it. The Raiders have done it. The
We're gonna
Ravens
do it,
have
yeah.
done it.
the Bucks do it.
Yep.
Yep.
The 49ers have done it even
Yep.
with Kittle and Tungus.
Chiefs do it all the
Tungus.
time.
Yep.
Mhm.
What's it called? Noah Gray and Kelsey.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is just the fact that that's what the league's kind of turned into. It's more of the 2 tight end set. And so obviously you want to have 2 capable tight ends.
But like
Yeah.
that comes back to what I was saying. Like, I don't think Sadiq profiles as a typical tight end. He profiles
Then you-
more like a big man slot receiver.
Then you do it more as like you can do it more as like what's it called? You can still do 2 tight end set, but you do him either far outside or you do Sadiq in the slot and still have that threat with Taylor. I assume they still want
Yeah,
to do
that is possible.
because that's what I'm assuming we're gonna do too. If we will still want to do Bowers like in the slot, because I think
Mhm.
we have lined him outside a couple times too.
Yeah. All right, pick 17. The Detroit Lions take Blake Miller, offensive tackle. They needed O-line.
Why no Monroe Freeling,
Yeah,
man?
I was about to say Monroe Freeling was right there.
Why no Monroe Freeling? I'm his biggest advocate. Why no Monroe Freeling?
I that will baffle me, and we may be proven wrong this time next year when Blake Miller has an incredible season and Monroe Freeling is meh. But who
do they
knows?
just believe that Sewell is just gonna go to left and then Miller just takes over that spot? Maybe.
The Lions think they have Tristan Wirfs in Panay Sewell.
Yeah,
We'll see if they do.
That's the only thing I'm assuming, like why they're running it like this.
They
Because Blake
think
Miller's also a right tackle.
they saw the Bucks do it with Tristan Wirfs, and they want to try to do it with Panay Sewell. Who knows?
We'll see
It
if they
could
can do it
work.
at
It
an
could
elite
fail.
level.
We don't know.
We'll see if they do it at a league level. Maniac, give Gator your the therapist that Tristan Wirfs had, and maybe it'll work out.
Right. Obviously, like, as someone that had this happen to their team where we switched our right tackle to left tackle after letting them play at right tackle for so long, obviously there's going to be the mental challenge of it because you're switching sides of the line. You're going to be switching from being used to having the guys coming from your right side to now they're coming from the left side. They're coming from the opposite. And you're not going to have a guy to your left anymore, and they're now to your right, assuming obviously you're not counting the tight end.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a lot of adjustment because you might see a guy coming from the left side that you're like, oh, I don't need to get him. I need to get the guy in the middle. Then you remember, like, last second, oh, right, shoot, I need to block that guy actually and let the guard take care of that guy.
Yeah, and
So
then
there's a lot of the mental aspect.
then particularly for the Bucks and for the Lions, there's also another aspect of stress being that you are now the blindside blocker for your quarterback.
And also against better pass rushers. Sorry, Maniac, but I'm gonna say like the ones in the north are a little bit better than they are in the south.
I don't disagree with that. That might be a different conversation this season, especially with a couple of the releases and the trades we've been seeing. Obviously, the Vikings get not the Lions get the advantage of not having to play arguably the greatest edge in the division, except in
Yes.
practice.
Yep.
hmm
But they do have to play against Micah Parsons.
Micah
But they do have to
Parsons.
play Micah Parsons.
Whatever it doesn't matter what they do for the Vikings, whoever they put out there, they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Vikings
it's gonna be a
defense.
work in progress.
It's
Now,
definitely gonna be a
Speaking
work in progress.
speaking of the Vikings defense, uh Caleb Banks at pick 18. This one shocked me a little bit.
I'm upset. I'm
He
upset.
is large.
He is
I'm
large.
upset.
I thought Peter Woods was going to go over Caleb Banks, to be honest.
I preferred Peter Woods over Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks gives the need for like filling for like a nose tackle because he is large. We did say
Mhm.
he's large.
Yeah.
But what's the point if the foot injury, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It is a defensive lineman with a history of lower body injuries. And that is a huge risk that you're taking here.
Flores probably saw him and was like, he can figure it out. I assume maybe it's gonna be more like he's playing. I don't even think it's gonna be a run stopping role. I think he's just gonna be the big guy there that's gonna take multiple linemen with
Yeah.
him.
Uh Honestly, Darth, like I don't mind it either, but I also don't love it for the Vikings.
They also should have took Thin Mints. Like I think the bigger need was definitely their safety,
Yeah,
the safety.
they
But
should have taken Thieneman. And now they gave Thieneman to a division rival, essentially.
again, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in
Yeah.
a second.
Poncho, your guy.
Monroe Freeling.
It's your
the
guy.
worst place. The worst place, by the way.
At
I think it's
pick
fine.
19.
I think it's fine. Like I'm gonna say, like the pick is fine, but also, it, one, the Panthers don't really need a left tackle because they have two, one injured given, yeah, but they also have one that's healthy, and on the Packers he was really good. They don't really need Monroe Freeling, but the O line, I guess, it just helps. Maybe.
Unless the Panthers are going to try to move Monroe Freeling to right tackle. But then we come back to that same conversation that we just had about Penei Sewell.
Yeah. No, but what's it called? But I think it's a good pick. It's a good depth pick, honestly, and I think it's going to work out eventually. Maybe because the thing is with the Panthers is that they move around their O line so much for the past couple seasons, and a lot of the additions that they brought in and all that. But the both tackle spots, to me have felt like the least consistent that they've had.
Mhm.
So maybe this brings them some stability and also to protect Bryce Young because listen, Bryce is 5'8". Like let's be real for a second.
Yeah.
It's funny that all of his receivers are taller than him. I'm going to be honest.
It is kind of
All
funny.
his receivers are taller than him. It's the funniest. Imagine that huddle next year.
Next up here, we have the biggest storyline of the first round. Dallas Cowboys on the clock at pick 20. Pittsburgh Steelers at 21. They're thinking, all right, Cowboys, no way they're picking wide receiver. Steelers are on the phone with Makai Lemon saying, hey, you're going to be a Steeler. While they're on the phone, Eagles call Makai Lemon and say, hey, you're going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. We traded up with the Cowboys. Philadelphia Eagles take Makai Lemon, wide receiver from USC at pick 20. I hate this.
Okay. Honestly, I don't like it because the Eagles getting a wide receiver. But
Mhm.
also, I'm also very confused. Because, like,
Why?
the Steelers weren't on the clock. how were they allowed to call a prospect?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I thought they were allowed. Like it didn't matter because everyone has access to the number.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to wait until you're on the clock.
Could be.
Like, I could be mistaken about that.
It could just
But,
be
like-
like an old school GM kind of thing, because it's probably like the GM's fault. You know what I mean? Like he just assumed that he was in the clear.
I agree, Darth. And my team did it as well. You never
also just doesn't
trade with
care.
your division rivals.
I mean, hey, last time they did it, it was funny though. Let's be honest.
The last time, okay, here's the thing though. The last time the Cowboys traded down with the Eagles got Devontae Smith and the Cowboys got Micah Parsons.
Exactly, it was funny.
So, who knows?
Yeah.
But anyway, I hate this because I really love Mekhi Lemon and I despise the Eagles.
Nevitz, how dare you jinx this upon me? You took away my lemon.
I did not take your lemon. You can blame Howie Roseman for that one.
No, you
Or, sorry,
said,
no.
and I quote,
What did I say?
you said, and I quote that like, oh well, he's gonna go to LA, and at least it's like not the Chargers, right? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Like I didn't mind the Rams too much. Of course, I mind the Eagles.
Okay, I did call though. I did call. Now, granted, I didn't think it was going to be Mekhi Lemon. I thought it was going to be Ruben Bain. I did call the Eagles getting an elite prospect that just falls into their lap because for some reason that happens every year.
I'm disappointed in everyone in this damn league.
All right, so I looked it up because I got curious. So on draft night, coaches, GMs, and scouts call players just minutes before the pick is officially announced on TV, often ask them to put on the hat. For first-round picks, the call often comes when the team is officially on the clock or just before.
They were
Wow.
just
I guess
before,
there's,
so
like,
they were
It
allowed.
was just before.
Yeah,
But still, it's one of those things that's just like, man. Like, honestly, for the Steelers, that's so unfortunate.
that sucks for the Steelers.
Speaking of the Steelers.
Speaking of the Steelers, I am not going to attempt to pronounce this last name because I have no
Max.
clue how to pronounce it.
Max.
They get
And this-
offensive tackle Max I.
Max I.
Protect whoever you have at quarterback.
Also, Maniac,
Will
thank you
Howard.
for not butchering the name, because every single time, I swear to God, on draft night, you're like, and you just mess up like either pronunciation of certain player words or a certain organization words, and I'm like, Maniac, just read it in your head first, take a second, and then do it. And you did it
Yeah,
really
I
well
didn't
this
even
year.
bother.
Let me
You
let
did
me
it really
actually
well this
see.
year, though.
Let me see if I can actually try this. Is it a Heyanakchor?
I don't know.
I have no
don't
idea
know.
how to say it.
idea.
I didn't make any research plans for him because I assumed he wasn't going to fall to the second, and that's my only concern that I had.
I am a little bit surprised that he went in the first.
I'm not.
But at the same time, it is a situation of you don't know what your quarterback situation looks like next season. You still don't know if Aaron Rodgers is coming back. You may be
It's such an
running with a
intense QB
competition.
battle.
You may be running with a QB battle between Will Howard and Drew Aller. Which
That sounds
is-
like hell.
is not a great situation to be in.
That
So
sounds like such hell.
you build what you can to protect whoever the hell you have throwing the football. I think that's really what this pick is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I
Also, I would like my apology because I said that they could go receiver, but Maniac was like, no, but they need to do it like this, and I'm like, but they could go receiver.
I
They
thought they
could.
were gonna go receiver, honestly.
I thought so, but I was convinced. I was convinced.
Mhm. Anyway, pick 22. The Los Angeles Chargers, aka the team that doesn't exist, take Akeem Messidor edge rusher out of Miami.
Akeem Messidor, like so all these other like first round draft prospects, they were born before the iPod Touch became a thing. Akeem Messidor.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's just old. That's really the only knock against him, though.
Imagine the scenario, by the way. It's going to be his last year on his rookie deal, and they're considering picking up his 5th-year option. He's going to be a 30-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
Or 30-year-old on his rookie deal still.
Okay, speaking of old players, and speaking of Miami as well, can we take a minute and laugh at the fact that Carson Beck finally got drafted to the NFL
Yes.
when other players from his high school recruitment class are now like Will Anderson, who just became the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. There are Super Bowl champions from his high school class. And Carson Beck is a rookie.
Year. And he's finally starting his rookie year.
I think it's so funny.
Also, that QB battle is going to be hell on earth. It's not good.
Carson Beck and
Brissett?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, and Brissett basically already said that he wants starter money, not backup money. So that makes the QB battle even more interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, Akeem Messidor, genuinely really the only knock against him is his age. Like, he's a really good, polished edge rusher.
Really good pass rusher, especially on the outside. Also, Maniac, how do you not know he was 25?
I thought that was like 23, 24.
No, because we made jokes about it before about Messidor. That's why.
Over my head.
Okay, because I thought I nailed it down, and that's why at 15 I didn't want you guys to get him, because I was like, well, he's the polished guy for ready to go right then and there.
I mean,
kind of guy.
Straight up will admit I did not want him at 15. If we were gonna draft him, I wanted to trade back and then draft him.
Yeah, but I thought you knew because of his age. I didn't think it was because. I thought you knew his knock was because of his age. That's why.
Yeah. Then pick 23. I had no idea who this player was. He wasn't even on my radar, to be honest.
I knew who he was, and I thought he was going to be early second.
The Dallas Cowboys, after trading down with the Eagles, select Malachi Lawrence.
Hey, it's DeMarcus Lawrence 2.0.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess.
I mean, I think he's fine from what I have seen of him, which is very limited.
He doesn't wow me, but you can't really do much. And his projection was early second, so I can't really knock him.
Who else are they gonna take there? Keldrick Falk? Cassius Howell?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't trust them to develop Falk.
Yeah, honestly. No, I wouldn't either. Anyway, moving on. At pick 24, via the Jacksonville Jaguars in the Travis Hunter, Mason Graham trade from last year's draft, the Cleveland Browns select KC Conception. I'm sad. I am so sad.
Hold on. Let me get the chair.
So,
you thought you were going to draft a receiver in the first round?
No, I'm sad. I'm not sad that the Bills didn't get KC Conception. I'm sad that the Cleveland Browns did.
Hey, man, he's going to be catching passes from...
boy!
It's actually not Shador.
It's gonna be again. It's probably gonna be Deshaun Watson, if we're being honest.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be between him and Deshaun's slightly better, but he's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you poor thing.
The issue is the fact that you're paying Deshaun that much money, you can't have him sit on the bench.
No, you can't, unless he's hurt.
Are they close to out of that deal, by the way?
I believe they have an out after this season.
Let
Please.
me look.
Please, because they need that out. Like, they can't keep. He's only 30 as well. Jesus Christ, Deshaun, why are you so bad?
Because he's a Cleveland Brown. The Cleveland
Uh,
Browns are where players go for their careers to die.
Okay, this is the last year.
This is the last
Okay.
year of his contract.
However, he has
Oh,
4
no.
void years.
Oh,
Wait, how much are the void years? Oh, God.
Oh,
34
God.
million next year, 25 million the
25.
year after, almost
That's
26.
25 and a half, by the way. Yeah.
Then basically 17 million the year after, and then basically 9 million in 2030.
It's because they restructured. I think it was last year.
And
Shit.
we're the Cleveland Browns.
I know you are.
They've restructured it every freaking year, basically.
Yeah,
I
because
know.
he's been
That's like.
because they gave him a fully guaranteed contract, and he has been ass.
Like, let's look.
He's garbage.
So obviously here on the 18th, he signed the contract, and then March 13th, 2023, converted 44 million into a sign bonus, added a void year. Then in 2024, converted 44 million to 2024 salary to sign bonus, added 1 void year. Converted 44.7 million 2025 salary to sign bonus, added 1 void year.
So they did it every year of the contract, so that's why it's 4. Oh my god. Yeah, they
This
are
is
indeed the
why
Cleveland
you
Browns.
don't give fully guaranteed contracts to quarterbacks.
Oh, sorry. They also did it on March 6th again this year, converting 44.7 million of 2026 salary into sign bonus,
Holy
adding another void year, which is how it got to 4 void years.
So the Browns are definitely going quarterback next year, correct?
Yeah, they're probably going to be in the running for Arch Manning, if we're being honest.
I don't even know who next year's quarterback of like who's going to be that guy.
I think a lot of people
'Cause-
are expecting it to be Arch Manning.
I guess.
Just remember,
Hold on.
Miles, you signed up for this when you agreed to that contract extension.
Hey,
Mhm.
Myles Garrett has something he can brag about now.
Yep.
And that is...
The sack record.
His sack record, yeah.
And how many games did they win with those sacks?
It doesn't matter. He
Doesn't
has the sack
matter.
record. That's
No,
an
he does.
achievement
He does
for
have
him.
the sack record. We will absolutely gotta give him credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, and then, but I was saying though for the quarterbacks though for next year is that because last year we literally said the same thing about the quarterbacks. We thought Beck was going to be semi decent. We thought Cade was going to potentially be up there on that.
We thought
And look
Aller
where
was
they
going to
got
be up
drafted.
there.
I didn't think Aller was going to be up there. I thought it was going to be second round.
He even fell below that, though.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like these quarterbacks have dropped like flies.
I could.
With all the hypothetical hype.
Another one that I could see being the number 1 pick next year is Julian Sayin.
Or Mensa. Depends on how Miami does.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But like, if Julian Sayin plays another year like he did this year, I think he'll be in contention for the first overall pick next year.
We're all going to say that, and then he's going to be like a 5th rounder because we don't know how to predict stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh
All right. We talked about elite talent falling into the Eagles' lap. How about an elite talent falling into the lap of the Chicago Bears?
Dylan Thinmans.
Dylan Thieneman. Honestly,
Thinmans.
I said it earlier. I think this might actually be the pick of the round. Maniac's looking at me because I'm saying it about anything but Ruben Payne.
We're gonna be fighting after this now. It's just so you know. I will call out of work tomorrow.
Dylan Thieneman, absolutely great player.
And at a position of need, strongly for the Bears who lost Bayard.
Cookies and cream, Kobe and Dylan.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, that's the new meme nickname for them.
I love it. Yeah, no, honestly, not much to say about this pick. It's a great pick. Great player.
He's great.
Great.
He's so good.
Great landing spot. Anyway, Next pick, the Buffalo Bills trade down with the Houston Texans, who take Keelan Rutledge, guard. Protect CJ Stroud at all costs.
There's not much to say about this pick besides to protect CJ Stroud.
Protect CJ Stroud at all costs.
He needs time in that pocket. He needs time in the pocket to process.
Yeah.
Finally, goal!
Go!
Thank freaking God!
Jesus Christ, my ears.
What team? What team?
Lightning finally scored.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
And it's
I'll take a
Jake
four.
from State Farm.
I'll take a 4.35 with a 41-inch vertical for a white boy safety. Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
In reality, like obviously going back to this pick, the Bears needed a safety with losing Kevin Byard to the Patriots.
I
was it?
just said
Wherever
that.
he
I
went.
just said that, man. Like,
Yeah.
bro, we're on the
Yeah.
next pick already.
Yeah, we already moved on to Keelan Rutledge.
Okay.
We're on the Texans, bro.
Hey, man,
I
I'm just
know
sitting
you're-
here vibing, waiting for my chance to speak because you guys have been taking it over, and I'm just vibing.
Because I feel like you're like whatever because you're watching the damn hockey game.
I'm just listening and waiting for you guys. 'Cause I don't like interrupting you guys.
Yeah,
No,
fair.
because you're on the fucking hockey game, mate.
You're watching. You're watching the hockey game, eh?
Damn right.
Bloody Canadian.
Damn
Says
Canadian.
You.
Hey, listen, but listen, Maniac, you're interested in hockey. Nevitz isn't.
I'm not. I'm
And his
not.
hockey team's really freaking good. They beat the fuck out of the Bruins.
I have been to one hockey game, and it was my local like minor league
Yeah.
team.
It was a
shit,
minor
so
league game.
That's our one swear of the stream.
Anyway, pick 27. Miami Dolphins trade up from the second round with the San Francisco 49ers, and they take Chris Johnson, the cornerback.
Chris Johnson.
Interesting
You mean the
choice.
running back?
Shares a name with a legendary running back.
CJ
You mean the
Stroud.
running back?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this pick, to be honest. I mean, second cornerback off the board after Mansour Delane all the way up at pick 6.
He's really good. Like I will say, because I do know a little bit about him, because I was expecting him to be there for a second, but I thought it was really good. The problem that I did mention in your server, Nevitz, is that he is undersized. Like that's his problem. Is that he's a little light.
I mean, that's what they said about Trent McDuffie.
Exactly. So
And
take
so-
that as you will.
And,
Take that
and
as
the
you
thing,
will.
the thing about the undersized being weight is like you can always put on a few pounds.
That's the thing. That's assuming that they have the proper training weight staff to
Yeah.
help you put on the weight. Because
Yeah.
that was also the knock with Smitty a long time ago. Is that like he was 150 or whatever? It's like
hmm
that's what
I
NFL
I think he was
nutrition
like
program is for.
I think he was like 170 at the draft. Devontae Smith was.
It was somewhere around there. It was 170, 180.
Yeah. Anyway, pick 28. The Bills trade down again and
How
cause
dare
me
you.
to crash out on stream.
Yes.
The
Maniac was there.
the New England Patriots trade up with the Bills and take Caleb Lamu, the other tackle out of Utah.
I want to.
Yeah.
You guys give your thoughts. I'm gonna give the direct quote that Mike Vrabel gave to him.
Did anybody watch the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Maybe.
Thank God I didn't stream it.
That Seahawks D line was all over Drake May. And yeah, no, they need offensive tackle.
Oh, but real
Second,
quick.
second zestiest Caleb in the NFL, says the Bears fan.
Oh, did you see his like little draft video? him, like, prancing around?
I didn't, but I can imagine. I just
He's
think
just
it's
like
so.
prancing around.
I just think it's so funny that this is coming from the Bears fan. Is saying second
Yeah.
zestiest.
Also, do you guys know what he said to Lamu on the
No,
on the
I
call? 'Cause
didn't hear that.
He did do. So Lamu asked Vrabel, it's like, hey, how are you doing, man? Like I'm gonna get drafted. Like, how are you doing? And it's Vrabel, so you know what's been happening with Vrabel.
Yep.
It's
The
like,
whole
it's pretty good, man. Listen, we're gonna draft you. Like, he just ignored it entirely, and he was like, I hope you're with your family.
I hope you're with your family
That's
because if you're
so
not,
funny.
I'll be with them.
Exactly. What exactly the joke I was going with. I'm glad you picked up on it.
I did see that circulating.
Yeah.
But this is the pick the Patriots had to make.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You have your
So
young franchise quarterback on his rookie deal. Like, you need to keep him upright if you want any chance of making it back to the Super Bowl.
yeah, so notice this is the one that we're talking about. He's the right tackle. The other
Okay.
one's the left tackle.
Fano was left. Lamu was right.
We
Yeah.
don't want a Joe Burrow 2.0.
I mean, it's the Patriots. I wouldn't hate
No.
it.
Nevitz.
No. Nevitz, I'm
Nevitz.
nice. I'm nice. Okay.
Hold on. Poncho. Let me
Yeah.
take care of this. Nevitz,
Okay.
come here. Come here.
Yeah.
All right. Look me in the eyes and tell me that you want to make the playoffs every year with a cupcake division.
Yeah.
And then be clowned on for it every year.
Hey, if we get a Super Bowl in there, I don't care how we got there.
I mean, Maniac, you already do that in your playoff runs. I mean, I don't know what we're on about.
I mean,
right now.
if we get to the Super Bowl the same way the Patriots did this year, I'm not gonna complain.
Oh, hell no.
Unfortunately, the Patriots had to actually go through good teams
What
in the
teams?
division to win it. You?
Okay, yeah, in the regular season, what good teams did they play in the playoffs?
You.
No, they didn't play us in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, right. They didn't. Shit. I forgot about
They
that.
played.
Yours in the
They
first-
played.
the Chargers.
They played the Chargers. They played the Texans, and they played the Broncos without Bo Nix.
Let's not forget those are the same Broncos that you lost to. The Texans that kicked your ass. in the
No.
regular season.
It's not the same Broncos that we lost to
No.
because we lost to the Broncos with Bo Nix.
That's
Right.
that's just like back to saying that, like, oh yeah, because we still beat them, we should have been over them in the Super Bowl. Like, no, that's not how we're going.
Hold on. But then now it's go ahead and explain the Texans one then.
CJ Stroud didn't turn into a turnover machine against us
All right,
out of nowhere.
No, he did do really well against you guys.
He did. He actually played like a competent quarterback against us, and he did not
Mhm.
against the Patriots.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
but like genuinely, like let's be honest. Like we all were rooting for Buffalo Patriots at AFC Championship.
Oh,
We all
absolutely.
were.
I was rooting for Buffalo Patriots AFC Championship game.
That would have been electric.
Yeah.
I just
Uh,
didn't want the Broncos in
Genuinely,
there.
though,
Mainly because the Texans were the team I was the most scared of in the
But I'll
AFC
be honest,
playoffs.
genuinely though, I was convinced after the Texans game the Patriots going all the way.
Yeah.
Even before
that's
we
fair.
found out about the Bo Nix news.
To be fair, I don't know how much Bo Nix moves the needles for moves the needle for the Broncos in that championship game.
Probably enough to barely win.
Yeah.
Or at minimum send it to overtime.
Yeah.
The snow at the end there was just too bad.
No, Adam. I am saying a competent quarterback with the number 1 defense in the NFL can beat the Bills.
So the Seahawks could have beat the Bills in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
probably.
I'm
not gonna say.
my guy.
I'm not gonna
Let's be
argue
Super
that
Bowl
if the Bills
champions.
made the Super Bowl, they were gonna
Super
win.
Super Bowl
about this?
champions, bro.
Like, genuinely, I don't think there was a single team in the AFC that if they made it to the Super Bowl was gonna beat the Seahawks.
I don't think there was a single team in the AFC that if they made it to the Super Bowl would beat the Rams either.
Yeah, both those
Genuinely-
teams were so good last year, dude.
Genuinely, I think outside of like the Rams and Seahawks, I think genuinely even the Bears, I think, could have beaten most of the AFC teams.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Bears probably would have lost to that Patriots team.
Again,
But
I
anyway.
think the Bears would have done really well.
We're getting
Yeah.
into too many hypotheticals, and we're not getting back. We gotta get back to the
Yeah,
first
let's
round.
get moving.
Okay.
All right, Chiefs.
Chiefs, with the pick that they obtained from the Rams in the Trent McDuffie trade, select
Peter Woods.
Peter Woods. And this is
Chris Jones replacement.
Clemson.
yeah, Chris Jones replacement. I think he's great, honestly.
They need a D
That's
line.
into the different, and that's in the interior as well.
And this is another reason why the Chiefs scare me, because I actually really like Peter Woods.
We also just saw it last year where genuinely the Chiefs all as a whole took a step back.
Yeah.
Like Mahomes took a step back, receivers took a step back. Travis Kelce didn't look like himself. The O-line was terrible. Defense as a whole was just god-awful.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, it comes down to injuries. Players are getting older. Chris Jones getting older. Travis Kelce getting older. Wide receivers not being able to stop doing illegal things.
Yep. Oh, come on. Ugh, I don't feel like putting
You
it
need
back
better
up.
tape.
I do. Actually, what I want to do is hot glue a string to the back of it and hang it up with command hooks. That's what I'm going to do. It keeps falling. I can't even be bothered at this point. That one's probably going to fall pretty soon too. But anyway,
Probably.
pick 30, the New York Jets trade up from the second round. Wait, that wasn't the 49ers pick. That was the Broncos pick that the Dolphins had, was it not?
Because
Oh, right. The Dolphins traded up from 30 to 27 with the Niners. And then the Jets traded up from the second round to 30 and select Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver from Indiana.
He's so good at this football thing.
He's so good. I wanted him. I wanted him on the Bills.
He's gonna be nice. He's definitely gonna be nice for the help.
Now, the question is, are the Jets going to ruin him?
Probably.
Because it's the Jets. Or are they just gonna? Or is he gonna actually be great, and they're just gonna hold him hostage like they were to Garrett Wilson?
yes.
Honestly, it depends on the quarterback play. Wait, it's Geno Smith. Never mind. They're
It's
getting the
Geno
first overall pick and get a new quarterback. Never mind.
To be
They're getting
fair,
a new QB.
it might be Geno Smith with a somewhat competent play caller. So maybe, maybe
No, it's
still the Jets.
No, listen. I appreciate Gino. Like I'm gonna say, I appreciate Gino because he got us the number one overall pick. So I mean, if he's gonna go do it again, good for the Jets.
Yeah,
Good for them.
I mean, well, it's Geno Smith without Chip Kelly. So who knows what he could be this year?
He could even be like he was last year. But wait, what's the Jets OC right now?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
You believe in Frank Reich?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Frank Reich.
Never mind. No,
You're choosing coughing baby versus coughing baby right now.
yeah, for real. All right, Jets.
What do
are
you
you
think?
ready? Jets, are you ready to go 3-14?
I think it's generally between the Jets and the Browns for the first overall pick. I have no faith in either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing the Jets have going for them is they play the Dolphins twice a year.
True.
Yeah, the sad thing is the Dolphins will probably win.
Yeah.
At least one of those games. Anyway, pick 31. Yet again, the Buffalo Bills trade back, and they trade out of the first round. The Titans trade up from pick 35 and select Keldrick Falk, edge rusher out of was it A&M? I believe.
Falk. Was he A&M?
I think he's Texas A&M.
I gotta double check right now while we talk about him.
Yeah. I thought he was a fringe first round, maybe early second round pick. So this is exactly where
What
I
are we
expected him
talking
to
about?
go.
He's Auburn.
Auburn. I don't know. Who the hell am I thinking of?
Cassius Howell, maybe?
Oh yeah, I'm probably thinking of Cassius Howell.
Because he is an A&M.
Because I thought both Howell and Falk were going to be like that fringe end of first, beginning of second round range. But yeah, I mean, he's good. This is exactly
Uh,
where I expected him to go in
I
terms
think
of
it's
pick
perfect for
number.
Robert Sala. I think it's perfect for Robert Sala, who probably
Mhm.
wanted to bring in like a defensive face for the
Hold
team.
on. Guys, this just in. Breaking news. The Bills have traded their first round pick in 2027. We don't know where it's going yet, but we already know it's being traded. Love you too, buddy.
Depends on the next GM, honestly, because it depends on
See,
this year. Like, who knows?
the sad thing is, I don't see a world where the Bills get rid of Brandon Bean just because they just promoted him.
It depends. Like, it's just really
As
just like they need
much
to have
as
a stinker year.
as much as I would love for them to get rid of Brandon Bean, I don't see it happening.
Genuinely, the only way they're getting rid of Brandon Bean is if you guys go like 6-11 or 7-10.
Brandon Bean
Not even.
Brandon Bean at this stage is riding the coattails of one pick from 2018.
Correct.
Who you guys drafted in 2018 that would be that good?
I don't know. Maybe the 2024 NFL MVP Joshua Patrick Allen.
Bro, clearly Lamar won it that year. He had such better stats.
Oh my gosh, you sound like a Ravens fan.
And then Josh Allen won it in 2023. 'cause
Ravens
he had
fan?
better stats.
You sound like a Ravens fan.
Oh my God, Maniac, you have to leave or else. Wait, Max Crosby's here. Run, Maniac, run! He's here. Run!
All right.
Oh, wait, he failed his physical. Never mind.
Last pick of the first round.
Oh well, he wouldn't hurt a fellow ginger though. That's the problem.
Last
you're good.
pick. Last pick of the first round. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions, lost a lot of their roster, to be honest, after that
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Pick Jadarian Price, the second running back out of Notre Dame. I mean,
RB2 is interesting. It's an interesting call, but also sure.
they did just lose Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker.
But he's a RB2 though.
He was really good though. Like they were a committee. The two of them were
It
like
was a
Jahmyr Gibbs
committee,
and
yeah.
David Montgomery.
True. And they do still have Charbonnet, which I assume Charbonnet is going to be the one.
I would assume Charbonnet is going to be the one, given the chance to take over the backfield and have Jadarian Price there to be a supportive back.
Still want to do like a 2 RB system though. I
Oh
assume.
yeah, probably. That's probably what they're planning.
Which is still good. Like it's fine. I'm surprised that they took RB though. I thought they're gonna go like maybe corner or something else.
Yeah,
Or
I was
trade out.
surprised. I was surprised by it too. I thought they were going to trade out. But to be fair, I don't know who is really getting traded up for here. Maybe Denzel Boston.
That was also the other guy that we're supposed to mention for the Browns. The Browns are gonna have a really good seat for the quarterback, whoever comes up next.
So, in other words, Casey Conception and Denzel Boston are going to have dud careers.
At least for the first 2 years, in my opinion, and then
Yeah.
they'll be all right.
Maybe. It is still the Cleveland Browns we're talking about.
Hopefully, hope for their hope because we want to we're looking at them as prospects.
Yeah.
We hope that they have a better career than we
All right.
anticipate.
But anyway, anything else to say about the first round in general before we get into our team's picks?
All right, something I want to talk about, which I'm not going to talk about like the first round, like any of the picks or anything. I want to talk about something just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely, next year, they need to figure out the freaking 8-minute clock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they shortened the draft to make it faster, which it did go by faster.
Yeah.
But
Significantly.
the TV broadcast fell so far behind.
Yeah.
Like at one point, we were at the point where we were at, I think it was like the Giants pick, and we already found out what the Dolphins did on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
Pancho, you want to?
problem,
Oh, sorry. Continue.
but I was gonna say though, mainly, but that problem though is that everyone's gonna try to figure out the first scoop way before TV, anyways. So we're gonna run into that problem, and I think that's another problem with regulating media, which that's another topic, and that's way above our pay grade. Let's be honest with each
I know,
other.
It is.
It's one of those things like it was very like because ESPN didn't shorten the commercials.
Yeah, they did not care.
Yeah. No.
Same thing with NFL Network. They did not care, like at all.
Like just pick up the pace a little.
Oh, really quick before we get into our teams things, I do want to talk about one thing that I saw that was absolutely hilarious. So during the 7th round, Roger Goodell came out and announced that there was a pick that was not official, was being filmed for an undisclosed work that is theorized to be draft day 2. And he announced the Cleveland Browns drafting a quarterback. And people on the internet were saying, we really got fake quarterbacks getting drafted before Diego Pavia.
Because he was undrafted.
I thought that was hysterical.
Oh, by the way, just today, like maybe an hour ago, Pavia has a training camp tryout or visit
Oh, okay.
officially with the Ravens.
Ooh, backing up Lamar Jackson.
Potentially, and I wouldn't take a bet on it. I would take a higher bet on him starting for the UFL next year.
Probably. I could see that. But anyway, Pancho, would you like the floor to talk about your team's picks?
Yay! Sure,
Here you
Never.
are. All right, you have the floor, Pancho.
All right. I think I can say the first overall pick as well as everyone else here. Like honestly, anyone want to say anything about the first overall pick and like my reaction? Because maybe you were there for my reaction too.
Bro, I was so surprised Fernando Mendoza went first overall.
I really thought it was going to be Arvel Reese to pair with Max Crosby.
No,
Yeah, I
Ty
know.
Simpson, bro.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go Ty Simpson. It was gonna be, Arville 1 and then Ty Simpson 2. That was the game plan, but no one wanted to really trade with us, so we just had to settle for this guy. I don't know if you guys heard of him. He's from Indiana.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. I don't think of him.
But yeah, Fernando Mendoza, he was the pick we needed to make. There's so much media speculation that I don't even need to get into to discuss all this accomplishments, the stuff he did in college.
I mean, he led the first undefeated team since the 2019 LSU Tigers.
Yes.
Like the first fully undefeated team to win the national championship.
And he'll still say, and his personality and him will still say that it was a team effort and it was everybody else, which it was. That was also true. However, he was a big part of that. Anyways, this is the first Hispanic quarterback to be taken first overall since 1971, I believe it was. And then I think it was another thing was like good company with Heisman winners. There was a bunch of stats about it, but yeah, Fernando's that guy. Fernando is that guy. And you just want me to keep going with the rest of the draft, by the way?
Yeah, go ahead. I got nothing else to say about Fernando. He's great.
Yeah, there's not much to really say. He's already getting comfortable with the offense. He's talked about a lot, like getting into the building that like he's comfortable with the West Coast offense. I like who we're bringing in to help him out with that. So,
I mean, to be honest, let's be real. We knew that this was the pick for the last 3 months.
We've known about it for so long.
The first overall pick, like we knew.
No, I don't think it's since they got the first overall pick. I think it's since Dante Moore announced that he was going back to Oregon. We've known that this was the pick.
Yeah, even that.
Oh, even to me, when he lost to Indiana, like really, really freaking bad. I knew Fernando was going to be just a better guy.
Mhm. Like I could say before there was probably like maybe a 10% chance they go Dante Moore and like a
Yeah,
90% chance they go Fernando Mendoza. When Dante Moore announced he was going back to Oregon, it was 100% Fernando Mendoza.
it was only going to be Fernando Mendoza. There was
Yeah.
no competition.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
happened?
but
What happened
anyways,
in the Lightning game?
All right, boys. Did anyone order bagels?
No.
no,
Well, we got a goal from Brandon Hagel, so it's bagel time.
Oh, okay. Go eat a bagel.
go eat a bagel.
I freaking
Bagel.
will.
Don't tell me
But
you
anyways,
have a bagel right in front of you.
I don't.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, that would have been really funny.
That would have been great for the bit, honestly.
All right. Anyway, Poncho, carry on.
Let me just wrap up by saying with Fernando as well. I'm all for Fernando. Like I've been like spacing myself about it, not because I was like worried about like, oh, we're not gonna get him, because it was so obvious we are gonna get him. Everyone knew we are gonna get him. It was more of the fact that I didn't want to like show too much because I'm Hispanic, he's Hispanic. This is like our little representation that we got since fucking Mark Sanchez, I think, for quarterback
Yeah.
in a
Yeah,
long
pretty
time.
much.
Poncho, I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to give you a second. I gotta use the restroom, so I'll be back.
Okay, you're good.
Wait,
Yeah, no, that was fine.
is Marcus Mariota not Hispanic?
He's Samoan, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And in any sense, in any case, like the last
Mhm.
like serious quarterback that we had was Hispanic was it was either Plunkett or Flores. I'm trying to remember who came first or who came last, I mean.
Yeah.
But anyways, like
Either way, long time.
yeah, it's been a long time and just adding to that history. I know I don't talk about ethnicity and all that kind of stuff, but it's really nice just to have that and then have more of representation for more like other Hispanic people. That's why. That's the
Yeah.
way I see it.
Yeah.
Also, but the thing is, he needs to get better at his Spanish. His Spanish is basically on my level, and I have really bad Spanish.
His Spanish is yo no habla español.
No, he knows words and he understands what the people are saying. Like it's literally the same thing as me, but he's just not confident. Like he needs to get more confident in speaking Spanish. Literally,
Especially if he's going to be living in Vegas.
it's not even that. It's because in his first like media day, he's had Hispanic and like Spanish like radio and all that like ask him questions in Spanish, and he sometimes he does it, sometimes he'll just do it. He'll respond in English and just let
Mhm.
the writers and all that just translate for him, which we all have that on hand for our community.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're getting too lost into the Fernando Mendoza sauce.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's good sauce to be lost in, but let's carry on.
There's also like I assume for you only know like one other person on this list.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. So I'll be pretty quick with everyone else. So Traden Stukes, I wanted Boston here, and I was upset about it. And I did tell Maniac that I was going to crash out. However, I didn't, thankfully, because the way that he's described that I've noticed, and because we traded down for him, is that he's a nickel defender, uh, can still play outside at safety, play all the way back, and we need a true playmaker slash center safety because Palomao's a little too slow and he's more of a box safety, and the rest of the guys that we have are more box slash nickel,
Yeah.
and he can play true safety. That's what I'm trying to say. The only thing I'm really scared about is that he's already older. He's going to be 25 by the time the season comes around, and he didn't play all of last year with an ACL tear. He's like a 6-year senior, and he didn't play last year. Like I don't think at all. He's healthy now, thankfully, but he has a good mind. I just wonder if that's going to translate well, and his physicals are still going to stay the same because GM likes him. Everyone else has like been mixed feelings about him, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see, but I think he's gonna be next safety spot. And then third round, Karan Crawford, Auburn. Uh, around this time too, I'm gonna mention it again later, but I can mention it now. We traded away Tyree Wilson for a 5th rounder that we used for another selection.
Okay.
So we have less people now for our edge, so that's why Kayron Crawford is going to be good. More of a speed rusher, and uh, even for like honestly, like not even for playing much football, like starting out. I think he only started playing football his senior of high school. He had a really good pass rush rate. I think it was like 17% on his
Oh wow.
snaps, and I think it was like the 4th or 5th best when it came to edge rushers.
Nice.
So, and for a 3-4 fast guy, we need it. We need another fast guy because I like Kuntz, but I don't think Kuntz is going to have that same acceleration like this new guy's going to have. The only problem is that obviously Crawford's, like I said, he's just started. He still barely started playing, so he's still a little bit raw. So he needs to have more feel. He needs to have more technique. But that's fine. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Uh, and also in the 3rd round, Trey Zun, don't know. Uh, this is our swing guard slash. He honestly could play right tackle. A lot of Raider fans don't really like him. However, I really like his and obviously I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite for using PFF, but in different stats like that for PFF and other pass blocking ratings, he has a really good pass block rating on PFF and just in general. So, and that was
To
a big
be
thing we struggled with last year. Go ahead.
in fairness, there's not really much of a better metric to measure offensive linemen by than PFF.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's why we say like linemen like PFF we kind of can respect because that's the
Mhm.
only thing we can really get.
Yeah.
I do like that they calculate pressures too. I do like that part because not no one else really does that. But yeah, Zun. Uh, I know they say they're gonna try to play Matt guard. It's because he has struggled 1-on-1 at left tackle. That's his primary position, but he has a lot of versatility at center, guard, tackle. He's played everywhere, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's your do-it-all. He's your do-it-all, and we already have a do-it-all guy. So I assume he's going to be traded or released by the time final roster cuts come around. But we'll see. And then the 4th round on day 3, you know Jared McCoy. You know Jared McCoy. That's the guy that's going to get.
I do want to say that might have been one of the biggest steals of the draft. Because I mean, we were
Yeah,
talking about Jermod McCoy potentially sneaking into the first,
yeah.
and
However,
he
I do
slides all
understand
the way
why he
down
was
to
a
the
4th.
fourth.
I do understand why he was a 4th, and why also we had to trade up with you. Thank you, Nevitz, by the
You're
way,
welcome. I hope you
because
enjoy him.
I hope so too. But anyway, so learning a little bit about his injury, and I keep in mind I also only know like I watched one video that was that was 2 minutes, Salu. That basically explained like his knee injury, and it's basically a 10 to 20% chance that his knee is just cooked and he'll have to take a year off. That's basically what I gather from it. It's an injury that doesn't require surgery. He could get it, but there could be setbacks on it, so that's why he doesn't do it.
Hmm.
Unless his knees is like all gone, like the what's it calls it, the cartilage in that knee is gone.
Which, let's be honest, if it is, you spent a 4th round pick on him.
That's why he fell to the 4th round, because I think that was what everyone's risk was, like risk evaluation was, is that if we want to take the shot, the earliest we can do is the 4th on day 3, because not a lot of money, and that's not a risk you should take for a 1st or 2nd rounder, in my opinion. I believe you fully like for a first or 2nd round guy, you want them to play.
Yeah.
4th rounder, we
And
have like the opportunities to like if he needs to take the year off, cool, whatever. It's the 4th round pick.
I think at the end of the day, what the Raiders are hoping to see is a situation kind of like Will Johnson last year,
Hmm.
where he falls because of injury, but he could still play really well. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's the hope.
All right.
Uh,
With that, now that Maniac is back, I now have to go use the bathroom.
okay.
So I will
Manny's
be
gonna be
back
watching me, so it's
momentarily.
all good. All right. And
Listen, to your
then the
draft class, I got nothing to add.
okay, nothing with the safeties or the edge rushers or the new guard we got.
I mean, again, like respectively, it's all positions of need for you guys. Like obviously, like generally, like you're kind of need a little bit of everything, and just getting some fresh young blood in there to help out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, where you have like you guys have been known to have a lot of vets recently. You know, obviously
Yeah.
Crosby. We had Wilkins for a little bit. You
Hmm.
know, yeah, you guys had a lot of like older guys there because you guys, didn't really spend much draft capital on it. So like, it's something that you guys just needed to do was get a nice gush of youth into that defense.
And we also need the gush of youth to play, and that was the problem last year with Pete Carroll, who wanted to play as veterans because he believed that they could win games with the veterans
Yeah, and
when we
that
should have been
obviously
focusing more on development.
and by the time you realized that, it was way too late, and
Exactly.
he was pissing off the
So,
veterans by making them sit.
well, that's the thing though, is that like I think it was a double-edged sword anyways, like either ways,
Yeah,
because you brought in the veterans to hopefully start. Like you brought in Alex Kappa because I assume Pete Carroll was like, okay, you got him for this X amount of money, we should probably start him because you probably want, that kind of thing. And he probably fits the scheme better in his mind.
yeah,
But yeah, no, no, and then that's when you called me also about when we traded away Tyree Wilson. So I'm glad that we traded away Tyree so we can make space for Crawford from Auburn,
yeah. That was probably the big reason there.
which
For
I'm
the
fine
record,
with.
like
I needed to get rid of him. We needed. He was gone.
for the record, I was fully planning to troll a little bit with that.
What do you mean?
Like when you answer, I'd be like, dude, the Raiders traded an edge. They traded an edge.
I knew it was not going to be Crosby. I was going to be upset if it was like Quiddy Pay or something like that, though.
Because your reaction would have been, fuck, was it Quiddy Pay? And I'm like, no, it's just Tyree.
Yeah,
You'd be
probably,
like, oh.
probably.
He'd be like, oh, well, that's, thank God, actually.
No, I didn't. I liked Tyree and I wanted him to work out, but it just wasn't gonna happen. No defense that we put him in was ever gonna fit. I thought maybe we were gonna try to do it in the 3-4 and just make him play in the inside, but now that he's gone, thankfully, like we're free to make a little bit more space.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but anyways, so and then did you say anything or want to say anything about the McCoy pick besides what you already said?
Generally, just insane value. Obviously, like, it's a high risk pick because, again, we just don't know about his knee. And that's
It's
the
a
reason he
10 to
fell this
20%
far.
chance. It's a 10 to 20% chance, by the way, that he won't play.
Yeah, and obviously he could take a year off and then second year come in, which is basically like basically he's redshirt. You put him on this physically unable to perform list, whatever. And,
Yeah,
give him
but
a
that's fine
year,
for a fourth rounder.
which is fine for fourth round. And then next year, second year, he comes out and he balls out in the preseason. He balls out training camp, finds his way to a role on, and winds up being your best corner. Like it could
Mhm.
happen, and that's the risk
It
the
could,
Raiders are taking. But at the end of the day, it's a fourth round pick.
it's a fourth round pick, and that's why he was taken around this time because people were so surprised. It's like, why is he still there on like day two? Like what? Like day two? It's like because there was the 10 to 20% chance that he was just not going to play.
Which also, like, let's not forget about the fact that, like, also you did give up the seventh rounder next year, but like it's a seventh rounder. Like,
Yeah, thanks Nevis again for that.
how many seventh rounders are staying on a roster?
Exactly.
Oh wait, Brock Purdy.
But that's a rare instance though.
No, it's absolutely rare.
Yeah, everyone else I really don't know that much about, so I'm gonna kind of glide through them. Mike Washington though, I saw some highlights. Perfect 1-2 combo, perfect 1-2 punch. This guy is 6'1", 223, I believe, and he can still run like hell. So I'm fine with that. Uh, in the fifth round, Dalton Johnson. Having a combo of the same safety, the same school is a choice. And hey, I'm fine with it because, like I said, we need more true safety depth. And both guys from the second and the fifth round, both safeties, they played hybrid roles. They played nickel. They played slot. They played everything. And this definitely feels like a Rob Leonard pick. So we're gonna see how that pans out. Uh, I'm not even gonna try to say that I know how to pronounce his first name. Masses, obviously from Cal. I saw some of his tape. He can be really good. I think he can be really good. If all goes right, he can be really good. The only, like, literally, like I say for all the other smaller corners, is that he's 179. He can't press that well. He's just small.
Yeah.
And then the 6th round, Malik Benson. I wanted to get a receiver earlier, but it is what it is at this point. And I'm fine with Malik Benson purely because I think there's utility with Benson and then another wide receiver that we got earlier last month from the Seahawks that were primarily using as special teamers, and I believe Benson also has the potential to be a special teamer but still
No!
be able to play. You lose?
No, Kucherov is hurt.
No,
He got thrown into the boards.
no. But yeah,
Depression.
I'm ready to move off of Labe. I love Labe as a character, as a person, and as a return man, but as an extra running back, he fumbles the ball too much. He doesn't have great vision. He's just there. I love
I
the
think
guy.
the
Don't get it twisted. But
I think the
damn.
big thing is you guys just need to get, you know, obviously with the way the NFL's going, a lot of them are going towards more of a 2-back approach, 3-back approach to help get the pressure off their main guy to keep,
Yeah,
the tires fresh. We've seen it with the
yeah.
Bucks last year with, both because we had 3 running backs last year that could absolutely all pound the rock with Tucker, White, Bucky.
Hmm.
The Bills have whatever the heck they got going on there. Throw Josh Allen in the mix.
The
we've
great
got
committee
we've
that
got
they have.
James Cook, Ray Davis, and Ty Johnson, our three-headed monster.
And then Josh
Hmm.
Allen.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And of course, the Ravens with just yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I still think we need to pick up a veteran running back, but I assume that's going to be later. Maybe like what's it called? Opposed like getting rid of all the UDFA's that we don't want.
I mean,
But I
honestly,
digress.
honestly, James Conner might be available.
Maybe.
We'll let it play out. We'll
Yeah,
let it play out because also Mike Washington is also really good. Like
he is.
I saw some people basically like saying like, oh dude, like their fantasy team is screwed because they thought he was going to be really good, like a good dynasty pick because they thought it was going to be like a one somewhere.
No, I
But
don't
I
think he was
digress.
ever going to be a one somewhere, to be honest.
I think with time, but right now, no. Right, especially now, no, he's not. He's not expected to be,
No, he's not going to be
which is
the
fine.
one over Ashton Genty.
Yeah, Genti's just good.
Hmm.
And then Brandon Cleveland, he likes to rub his belly, so I love him already as a seventh round pick. There's like celebrations, like they posted a clip of him with the school for the Raiders, and he just rubs his belly after every sack.
Oh
That's
my!
great, honestly.
I love
I love
that.
the guy.
I
Oh
It's a
yeah,
absolutely
celebration,
love
but like
that.
it's hilarious.
it's so funny. But anyways, just one more thing because I'm not gonna talk too much about UDFA's. We signed 2 guys from Indiana, but there's one guy well, 2 guys I want to talk about. We got a long snapper from Penn State coming in to compete with our current guy. I don't even know his name because we just signed him. And then we have I'm gonna try my best, but keep in mind this name's Japanese and I'm nowhere near Japanese.
Oh, is it
Kansei,
the guy that you said earlier?
yeah, Kansei Matsuzawa, aka
I can kind of do Japanese pronunciation. So let me look at it and I can try to get it for you.
yeah, aka, but his nickname is Tokyo Toe. Love him. We signed some more guys too. One guy that I think is of note is Sawyer Robertson because he did have one QB camp with John Gruden.
Yeah, I think you had it right. Kansei Matsuzawa.
Yeah, I think I just hesitated on the Suzawa part.
Yeah, Matsuzawa.
Hmm. But yeah, that's it for me. Move on. Who won next?
Uh, Maniac, are you ready to talk about the Bucks picks? And
Speaking of steals,
we can finally talk about Ruben
Absolutely.
Bain.
let's talk about a steal.
I just was pulling up something on my second monitor just to have it ready.
All right, Maniac, the floor is yours.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let me pull this up on my computer just so I can look at it. So obviously the Bucks, biggest. Honestly, I think the Bucks had overall one of the best drafts in the NFL, and I don't even think that's much of a stretch. Obviously, the first round pick we got Ruben Payne Jr., who somehow fell to number 15 into our laps. We didn't even have to trade up for him. Like, kind of insane to see, but I will absolutely take it. Like, obviously, like we needed edge rushers so bad, like genuinely so bad. We needed an edge presence. So like get him, especially with at our own pick, without having to trade up and give up additional capital for him, absolutely insane. And then obviously in the second round we got Josiah Trotter, son of Jeremiah Trotter. We needed linebackers so bad. He was not one of the ones that I thought we were gonna get, but he's apparently really good against the run in college and has a lot of experience rushing a passer. So we'll take that because we know how much Todd Bowles loves blitzing his linebackers. And then Ted Hurst, wide receiver, 6'3" is all I know, and that's all I needed to know because you can't teach height. And he's also like 20. He's also only like 21, 22. Like he's young. And then everything else is kind of like depth, but again, like Keontae Scott, DB, we need DB so bad.
Scott's also a really good playmaker, by the way. That should not be understated.
Yeah, he's I believe both safety and corner, so like we'll never complain about that.
Yes.
Then DeMonte Capehart, D tackle again. We had issues with both Elijah Cansey missing time due to his injury and Vita Vea playing hurt to the point we had to have Greg Gaines and others and friends playing meaningful snaps. So getting depth at D tackle is insane.
Maniac, you were playing meaningful snaps for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Hold
on.
Dude,
we watched him. We watched him do it actively.
Hold on. We got another goal! And it's Brandon Hagel again!
Go get a bagel.
Get a
Go get a bagel. Go get a bagel.
Unfortunately, if I did, I would.
DoorDash some bagels.
At 9 o'clock at night.
Don't care. Go get bagels.
From that, Billy Scrouth. I'm not quite sure.
I think it's Shrouth.
Shrouth. Either way,
we'll get in a couple months. We'll get in a couple months if he makes the team.
But obviously, like we needed guard. We needed guard so badly for depth purposes. But genuinely, like we saw it last year. Bredesen was hurt. Cody Mock was hurt. We had the point where Graham Barton was playing left tackle. Gadecki missed time. Worse missed time. Like everybody on this goddamn O-line missed time. Can't even tell you off the top of my head how many games we actually played with our full offensive line. I don't even think we actually played a single one.
I mean, to be fair, isn't that kind of the reason you guys drafted Graham Barton is because of his flexibility?
Yes. And he actually did really well at left tackle for us, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm. He can play anywhere on that O-line, and he'll be fine.
And then Bauer Sharp, we needed another tight end in the room, honestly, because we had like Kokiev was a free agent. We brought him back on only a 1-year deal. Culp's deals up, I think next year, or the year after. So like just getting another body in there that's under contract for more than 1 year. And obviously K-Dot we brought back, but just genuinely getting players in there that we can just have for 4 years minimum. And he's a 6th round pick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I think. Poncho, was that the pick we traded up with you for, or was it the guard we traded up for?
It was the tight end.
Tight end, thank you.
Mm.
I assumed we were going to go tight end a lot sooner, but unfortunately there was a run on tight ends very early, so we were not able to.
Yeah.
But, and then just quickly go over this, obviously, UDFAs we signed. The big one to talk about, Jalen Daniels, Kansas quarterback, backup for Baker.
Absolutely excited for him, by the way, because he has shown like some really good flashes.
And then after that, it's just a lot of like depth guys. Like we got a wide receiver punt return, which we desperately needed, considering Sean Tucker's playing meaningful snaps there, and he's expected to be RB2 potentially in a battle with Kenneth Gainwell. And then just a lot of D tackle, safety, edge. We brought in a new punter, which we always need. We brought in another tight end. again, competition there. Then just a bunch of other ones, and then a bunch of tryouts for a quarterback, tight end, and safety. But genuinely, I love the draft we had. I love the UDFAs we got. Like, genuinely, I think overall we did a really good job with all of it. Obviously, the big ones obviously were in the draft, and then just getting a QB on a UDFA deal, which we desperately needed another quarterback on roster.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I am listening. I'm also looking at the Bills UDFAs right now for the first time.
You're good. All right, Nevitz.
All right, Bills time. Where do I even begin?
So Nevitz, who'd you pick in your first round for the first round? Oh wait, right.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. So, I made it no secret. I really like Emmanuel McNeil Warren, and I really wanted the Bills to pick him just because we need secondary depth so badly. And I love it. But anyway, Bills trade out of the first round. They trade down to pick 35 in the second with the Titans, where they take. I can't English, apparently. They take T.J. Parker, edge rusher out of Clemson. He's listed as outside linebacker here because the Bills are shifting to a 3-4. He's going to be playing edge rusher in a 3-4. Great pick. I like TJ Parker a lot. I would have liked to go in other directions, to be honest, but I'm fine with it. I am completely okay with it. Davison Igbinosun, one of the very few mid to late round picks that I actually knew in this draft. He's a great cornerback. If I'm not mistaken, he does really well in man, which is what the Bills run a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does really well in man coverage, and that's what the Bills like to run is man coverage, which obviously that could change with Jim Leonard, but in the past, they've really enjoyed running man coverage, and I don't expect that to change that much, especially with a pick like this. Jude Bowery, offensive lineman from Boston College. I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of this guy. I haven't had a chance to look into him much. That's going to be the story for a lot of these. I'm going to have a video hopefully coming out on my channel later this week after I have a chance to look more into these people to give my full thoughts on them. The one other player in this draft class that I did know, though, is Skylar Bell out of UConn. I really like Skylar Bell a lot. I'm hoping that he will be a good fit in a Joe Brady offense. Other than that, the rest of this draft was a lot of depth. I do want to briefly talk about Tommy Doman. We needed a punter. We did not have a punter on roster before the draft. So hopefully he'll be good. That's really all I have to say on that. Yeah, other than that, I feel like this was a lot of depth that we were doing in this draft, which is exactly what I expected. I'm not surprised by it at all. I don't really have much of anything else to say. Pancho, what do you think?
I was just giving the disclaimer that like because you were
Mhm.
mentioning about like a 3-4 and like how you guys ran man a lot because we also ran a
Yeah.
lot of man as well before this shift.
That's
And
true.
I was just saying that 3-4s typically do have a lot of zone coverages in that. However, it's not going to be a. I don't believe either of us are going to have traditional base 3-4s that we're going to stick in. I believe because of the NFL, we're going to still stick in hybrid roles, like
Oh,
hybrid
yeah,
defenses.
yeah. I think that it's going to be a hybrid. I honestly, I could see the Bills running more of like a 4-2 with the one side edge rusher being more of a big man like a 3-4 interior defensive end typically would be.
hmm
But like at the end of the day, we have so many good edge rushers at this point on our roster. TJ Parker, we have Greg Rousseau, we have what's his face? The guy that we just brought in free agency from the Dolphins. Why can I not think of his name?
Chubb.
Yes, Bradley Chubb. Thank you. I was
Yeah.
like, it starts with a B. Why can I not
You
think
were
of his
so
name?
excited for that too.
I was. I still am. I was just blanking on his name. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we did re-sign AJ Epinesa, but I don't remember that for sure.
I think he might still be a free agent because I believe it was him that did he was trying to sign with the Browns, but
Right.
uh,
Yes. Yes. You are
injury.
correct. You are correct. But yeah.
So I don't know where
Anyway.
he is right now.
Anyway, edge rusher is a position that I'm not really that worried about because of the talent that we have there. Coming into this, I was honestly more worried about interior D line, but based on this draft and the fact that they only took one defensive tackle and it was all the way in the fifth, or yeah, fifth. I would say that I'm guessing. I think Jim Leonard is pretty confident in that interior D line that we do have right now. So that's what matters to me. I'm putting a lot of faith in Jim Leonard, because I do believe that he can turn this defense around.
I'm all in the same boat too with the interior defensive lineman because we also did not get we I think you already saw like we got one in the 7th at
Mhm.
that point. And I really wanted to try to get a nose tackle like a Big Citrus, but fortunately the
I
Vikings were
love
like
Big
decided
Citrus.
they decided to double dip with the Vikings. So that's a choice. That's a choice for the Vikings.
Big
But
Citrus, the next greatest NFL nickname.
it depends on how he does. But anyways.
I hope he does
But
well, just so that we can be saying Big Citrus.
Big Citrus.
Big Citrus.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, I'll just say that though, but because the same thing with us on the interior defensive line, and I believe it's for you guys, it's going to be just shifting guys around on the D line because that's what we're probably going to end up doing too. And
yeah.
if you guys somehow get a nose, like it's not going to be the biggest need. It's just going to be more for run defense, especially in
I
like those 3-4 sets.
I think the plan right now is that they're going to be starting Dion Walker at nose,
It makes
which
too much sense for him to
which
start there.
I'm completely fine with because he is our biggest man on that D line.
Yeah, the rest is pretty late. I'll be honest.
Yeah, right now the ESPN depth chart has it listed as Dion Walker at nose tackle, Ed Oliver and Dwayne Carter at defensive end,
hmm
and then Greg Rousseau and Bradley Chubb at outside linebackers.
What is the Raiders doing for nose? Oh yeah, no, we're still sticking with Adam Butler as at nose, which he's only 300 pounds, but like we don't have anyone that can like outweigh him that I feel comfortable putting at nose.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
They have Michael Hoyt listed at outside linebacker when he played a lot of off ball last year for the Bills.
He loses weight and puts on weight like no tomorrow, dude. Like I don't even know what he plays anymore at this point.
He played a lot of off ball for us as a rotational guy.
Really, because he was more known like before that as like pass rush, like edge.
I mean, hey, maybe that's where he's at then.
Probably because at one point he was like 310.
Hmm.
I think the lightest he ever was like well, probably with
Really?
you.
Really? The early depth chart is putting Igbinosun in at like starting corner.
Oh,
Interesting. I would think Dorian Strong and Maxwell Hairston probably start over him,
yeah. Also,
but
Nevis, thank you again for your nickel corner. We appreciate your service.
oh yeah, I hope he does really well for you guys.
I'm just trying to figure out where he's gonna fit in a three. Like if we try to do more 3-4. Because for free, like
I
I'm chill with it,
I think there is a world where the Raiders move Taron Johnson back to safety.
and that can work. That can actually work.
Yeah. I think that's a possibility.
Because we did get a lot of hybrid defenders, so I assume that's like that's why they're trying to like look at it as like as a standpoint where it's like, okay, who's gonna play like true corner, who's gonna play true, just play back safety,
Oy, oy,
or maybe
oy.
some guy
Oh my word.
blitz.
There we go. Come on. Why can I not see how long we've been live for? There it is. We have been live for over 2 hours. Do we want to go ahead and end it here?
We might as well.
Might
Yeah.
as well.
Sorry,
got stuff
guys.
I gotta
No
do for
Minecraft tonight.
Yeah, sorry guys. I have a lot of stuff I gotta do for school. I'm in my
Darth,
exam.
Darth, welcome to our world. You've got NFL rookies that are younger than you.
Hey, but at least Ruben Bain's our age. Well, my age.
Yep.
Or not Ruben Bain.
I mean,
Messidor.
yeah.
Messidor. Yeah.
I mean, I've got NFL rookies younger than me, and
Alright,
I'm the
hold on.
youngest out of the three of us.
All right,
Mhm.
are we cool with waiting until the Lightning game's over?
Sure. Why is it almost
Sure.
over? Is it going into something crazy?
Lightning are up 1 with 27 seconds left. Montreal's pulled their goalie to get an extra attacker, so it's 6-on-5.
Let's go.
Mhm.
Come on.
Oh, by the way, since we were talking about it earlier, for safety for the Bills, you want to know who's listed as our starting free safety right now?
Damar Hamlin.
Boomst.
Nope.
No?
Geno Stone.
I forgot you guys got him.
I forgot.
I
Geno
did too. I
yeah,
forgot
I
he
forgot about him.
existed. I forgot he was a person.
All right, hold
He did
on.
not
3,
do so well, bro.
2, 1. Bang! Game over. Lightning win.
W's in the chat.
Ah!
W's in the chat for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Let's go.
And that means no matter what, there will be at minimum a game 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Good lord. Thank God this
Darth,
game didn't go to overtime. My heart could not have taken it.
Darth, I have not looked into the full Bears draft that much, but the fact that you guys got Thieneman, you guys are set.
You know what the funniest part is? Like all on Twitter has been memes that like Ryan Poles runs the first round. Ben Johnson runs everything else because they only drafted offense after him.
But yeah, I think that is where we're going to end for today.
Woo!
Thank you guys for coming in and listening to us yap for 2 hours. Because that's pretty
Appreciate
much
it,
what this
buddy.
stream was. We were just yapping.
I mean, yeah, we kind of had to get this out the way. Now
We
we're
did.
we're like deep. Now we're actually like in the off season part where nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens from here until start of training camp.
Mm-hmm. So now for me, I gotta wait for basketball to tell you guys how that's
Yay.
going. By the way, Lakers in 4.
I
And then we went for hockey ball.
I'm not looking forward to this next 3 months until we get football back.
I've already started like planning out new games I'm gonna play for the channel when I go on summer break.
I'm gonna be working on some stuff for the channel, hopefully.
Yeah, you should. You should.
All right. And yeah. See you guys next week with probably Minecraft.
We're gonna go back to Minecraft. Don't worry, guys. I know we had a lot of actual football ones, but we'll be back to Minecraft.
All right. Goodbye.